I'll return to the Institute then. Good luck. Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority. New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute. He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. Yes, stand next to me and hold still. Kellogg. Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program. X6-88. Ready to relay with Sean. Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file. Are you ready to proceed? Objective is a rogue synth. Target has taken control of a raider gang based on the shipwrecks in the harbor. Target will be well defended. Expect heavy resistance. Neutralize and reclaim target if possible. Destroy target if not possible. Mission parameters specify support role only. You are mission leader. We should keep moving. Keep your eyes open, sir. Ammo levels are good. Following your lead. That synth was a valuable piece of technology. You're going to have to explain this to Father. X6-88, ready to relay back alone. This is X6-88, ready to relay with reclaimed synth B592. The raiders know we're coming. The sooner we get started, the better. I'm ready to move in, ma'am. Ready to go? Will do. Right away. I've got it. No problem. I'll get it done. I can't get there. Can't reach that. No way to get there. I can't get to that. This place is a toxic wasteland. The sooner we leave this place behind, the better. The glowing sea is home to some of the Commonwealth's toughest mutants. Hope you brought some rat away. To be blunt, you've been a disappointment so far. I hope that changes. I find it hard to respect someone who doesn't care about what's best for the Institute. Unless you start making better decisions, we're not going to have a relationship much longer. I wish I could say that I respect you the way I respect Father. I'll leave it at that. I think our relationship would improve if you'd start taking your role with the Institute more seriously. I feel honored to know you and to fight at your side. I'm glad you joined us, sir. It's clear to me that Father's legacy is in good hands. I'm glad you joined us, ma'am. It's clear to me that Father's legacy is in good hands. It's been my privilege to know you, sir. I think you'll do great things for the Institute. It's been my privilege to know you, ma'am. I think you'll do great things for the Institute. You've been an inspiration to me, sir. I'll work hard to follow your example. You've been an inspiration to me, ma'am. I'll work hard to follow your example. You've been impressive so far. I hope that continues. Your son is a great man, and I'm starting to see some of that greatness in you, too. I think we make an effective team, and I look forward to carrying out more missions for the Institute. It's clear you want what's best for the Institute, and that's all that matters to me. As long as you're loyal to the Institute, I'll have your back, sir. As long as you're loyal to the Institute, I'll have your back, ma'am. As long as you're loyal to the Institute, we'll get along just fine. You seem capable enough. That's all I need to know. That's a difficult assessment to make at this point. Ask me again when we've spent more time together. I'm not sure yet. Ask me another time. That remains to be seen. I'm still evaluating you. I think our relationship would improve if you'd start taking your role with the Institute more seriously. It's been an honor, ma'am. Fine with me. Good. I'm ready for a new assignment. I hate to leave you, sir, but I trust your judgment. I hate to leave you, ma'am, but I trust your judgment. I'll be ready when you need me again. It's been an honor, sir. I'm never going to get used to that. I still can't understand how doing that heals your wounds. I hope you know what you're doing. Your quarters are just inside, ma'am. Your new quarters are here, ma'am. I'm ready to move in, sir. Protocol states that rogue synths should be reported to the SRB. Right here with you, sir. I'll fight at your side, sir. Let's hope our enemies aren't carrying grenades. Watch it. We've got hostiles. Heads up, sir. Got a fight on our hands. Affirmative. I'll hang back a few paces. Medium range makes for good tactical spacing. Yes, sir. I'll have a better view of potential threats. To hell with this. Time to change tactics. Moving to engage, sir. Wide spacing. Yes, sir. I think you'll find that I'm equally effective at range. Falling back. I'm listening. Go ahead, sir. Just point it out, sir. I'm ready. Thought you'd never ask. They won't know what hit them. With pleasure, sir. Let's go. Got your back. You're on point, sir. Got it. I'll hold my fire, sir. I won't start the fight. Still going to finish it, though. Observe and react. Got it. I'll keep the area secure. Right. I'll hold here. I'll be more useful at your side. But if this is what you want, an exchange of supplies could be useful. Sure. Let's take stock. Can't be effective without the right gear. I'll head back, then. I'll be ready when you need me again. Watch your back out there, sir. If you're worried I won't be able to keep up, don't be. Should get in some more target practice. I don't envy you. Succeeding father isn't going to be easy. The Commonwealth is dying a slow death. The way I see it, the Commonwealth is the past, and the Institute is the future. I'm trained for any combat situation. No matter what we get into, I'll be ready. People in the Commonwealth are terrified of coursers. They should be. The world will be better off once the surface dwellers die out. I'm not sure you're up for this, sir. I'll be honest with you, sir. You've shown questionable judgment lately. Maybe you should let me handle the field missions. This hasn't exactly gone smoothly. With all due respect, sir, I think you're overestimating your capabilities. I don't think we're seeing eye to eye here. We're not exactly what I'd call a great team. How do I get reassigned? I'll just follow orders and keep my opinions to myself. You'll be happier that way. I'll do what you say, but don't expect me to like it. I have to hand it to you, sir. You know what you're doing. Maybe you should update the courser training program. We could learn from you. You understand how a team should work. Not everyone does. Out here, nothing's more important than a good partner. Glad I have one. You've got that edge, that steel. Sure you're not a courser? We're doing all right so far. Let's hope it keeps up. When we first met, I had my doubts. Not anymore. I'm almost enjoying this. You've got my respect, sir. No doubt about that. I'm starting to see why Father picked you to succeed him. I'll watch your back anytime, sir. There's nothing we can't take on. With you in charge, the Institute's future is in good hands. You and me, we're a hell of a team. It's been a pleasure watching you work, sir. One of these days, you need to teach me some of your moves. I really lucked out the day you decided to let me run with you. It's been a real honor to serve with you, sir. We coursers are intimidating. But if everyone saw what I've seen, it's you they'd be afraid of. When I see the things you do, I don't know whether to be awed or terrified. Probably both. The Brotherhood of Steel. Finally, a real challenge. These guys pack some heavy firepower, but nothing good cover can't handle. If anyone poses a threat to the Institute, it's the Brotherhood. Without his armor, a Brotherhood soldier is nothing. Brotherhood soldiers tend to carry a lot of ammo. Maybe we can scavenge some. Okay, that's it? All right. Nothing else? All good? What's next? Go ahead, sir. Right. You got it, sir. Yes, sir. On it. Out of the question. Sorry, sir, but I have to refuse. Not an option. We should get more ammunition soon. Can never have enough of that. Can't afford to let your guard down, no matter how quiet things seem. Sir. Yeah? What do you need? Yeah. I wish I could. If I could, I would. It's not possible, sir. Can't do it, sir. Damn. I can't. That's not something I'm willing to do. I won't do it, sir. These things are a damn nuisance. If you know where to hit them, these things go down quick. Bugs aren't as scary as they look. Aim for the soft parts. That's how you kill bugs. Don't want to let a bug get too close. That could hurt. Nothing I love more than airing out these deranged lunatics. Hope you've got some meds for radiation poisoning. Why the hell anyone would worship radiation is beyond me. Spend too much time around these psychotics, and your skin will fall off. There's not a shred of humanity left in these fanatics. You'll want to stay clear of those claws, sir. Death Claw. Shit. This is a Class A threat. Hope you're ready for a fight, because a Death Claw always is. Best way to fight a Death Claw is to flank it. Sometimes they get confused. Deathclaw armor's thick. Gotta have something strong to punch through it. Ghouls. Without the Institute, they'd be the future of humanity. Careful, sir. Ghouls are quicker than they look. That smell. Should have brought a breath mask. Don't let the shamblers surround you. If you ask me, sir, killing a ghoul isn't murder. It's more like mercy. Shoot to kill, sir. You can't reason with gunners. These guys are vermin. The lowest of the low. I've heard stories about what gunners do to their prisoners. Yeah, you don't want to know. Gunners. They're all the things I hate about the Commonwealth, rolled into one. The best armed gunners are usually the leaders. Watch out for them. I've seen a Mirelurk crush a cement block like it was nothing. You want to keep a Mirelurk at range, sir. Fire, fall back, and repeat. Mirelurks are slower on land. That's where you want to fight them. Mirelurk shells are hard as a rock. Aim for the eyes, or between the plates. We're going to smell like seafood for a week. If these things were a little smaller, we could just step on them and save bullets. Damn mole rats get into everything out here. Time for some pest control. Come on. Give me something real to fight. Mole rats. The scourge of the Commonwealth. At least they'd die easy enough. If they were smart, these raiders would run. Let's teach these lowlifes a lesson, sir. Raiders. Sloppy tactics, unreliable gear, and drunk half the time. Not much of a challenge. These aren't people. They're parasites. I don't mind telling you, sir. Any day I get to air out some raiders is a good day. Super mutants aren't bright, but they're smart enough to call for backup. No need to take these guys head-on if we can slip past them. Sure, they're brutes, but super mutants have some vulnerable spots you can exploit. Some of the older model synths were built over a century ago. I should get a team up here to retrieve these units. Guess people used to think the future was up there, above us. Ironic. All this technology. And what did it amount to? This has to be the biggest scrapyard in the Commonwealth. I don't like all this wreckage. Lots of places to hide. Flying machines. No thanks. Relay transit is the only way to travel. So this is what passes for technology in the Commonwealth. Ground's uneven. Better take it slow. We should check for supplies. A camp means someone's nearby. Could be trouble. Don't think we'll find much here. Guess not everyone's welcome in the towns. These machines are so outdated. It's almost funny. Might find some stimpaks here. Keep a lookout for chems. Radaway, jet, that kind of thing. An old science lab. I'm not impressed. Sometimes you can sell robot parts to junk vendors for extra caps. Army base. We'll never need places like this again. If you find any ammo, stock up. War destroyed the world once. Father used to say it would never happen again. Let's be careful. There's some dangerous stuff in here. The Institute has left these things way behind. Some of these old bots pack some serious firepower. I don't care how big these things get. A few shots to the head, and they'll drop like everything else. Would it kill these things to bathe once in a while? The Gen 1 synths you see out here are usually part of a work crew that got hit by raiders. The synths won't see us as a threat. Their programming prevents it. I hate the idea of Institute tech in the hands of surface dwellers. What a waste. Just goes to show, you can't let your guard down up here. Not for a second. The Commonwealth's home to all kinds of creatures. And every one wants to kill you. To think people cook and eat these creatures. Disgusting. No need to fight the local wildlife if we don't have to. Better to conserve ammo. Guess these animals are a little nastier than what you were used to, huh? So they used to brew beer here. Tried it once. Didn't care for it. Don't know much about alcohol, but I know this. Drunk raiders can't aim. I've heard people up here drink to forget their troubles. I call that weakness. Never saw much difference between alcohol and chems. The end result's basically the same. Watch your footing. Hard to track sound in here. Everything echoes. Colder in here. I like it. Lots of places to hide. You see a lot of camps like this out here. Some kind of old mass production facility. Lot of metal here. Good salvage location. Might find some pre-war tech you can use. I'd rather die than go under some wasteland surgeon's knife. Courser training includes some basic science, but I never really took to it. Interesting place. Look at these old instruments. Just the kind of place runaway synths like to hide. These tunnels run under the whole city. This place is a tomb. Cars, metro trains. People in your time must have hated walking. You could choke on this dust. Look at this. So much hubris. They made this so people would remember. Now nobody cares. A relic of a dead civilization. That's all this is. People thought this was important once. All for nothing. Never could get used to the sky. Makes me uncomfortable. You feel small, standing among all these iron towers. I've seen pictures of places like this before the war. Hundreds of people packing the sidewalks. I couldn't handle that. I always feel like something's watching me from one of these buildings. I want to watch one of these towers come down. Be a hell of a mess, I bet. The Commonwealth is just plain ugly. It's amazing anything can live in a place like this. Everywhere I look, I see filth and decay. Must have been stifling. Everyone packed in so close together. Look at this place. Pure chaos in all directions. It makes my head hurt. Can't imagine spending a whole work cycle in a place like this, slaving away for money. Pitiful. Check any terminals you see. Some might have power. Might find something useful in one of these desks. Never cared for children much. Nothing useful here. Children in the Institute wouldn't waste time in a place like this. We should move on. No reason to stay here. Good place for a sniper rifle. Don't like it here. Too exposed. Not a place you want to slip and fall. Might be some explosives laying around. We could use those. Look out for rusted supports and platforms. Dangerous place. Better stay off these scrap piles. Wasteland scavengers just love these old scrapyards. Maybe you could build something useful out of all this junk. Good cover here. Got some primitive teaching tools here. Won't find much here. Unless you like to read. I guess most of the kids who learned here never got to grow up. The Institute has perfected education. Every child grows up to be a genius. We should stay clear of the water. Could be mirelurks down there. Could never stomach the smell of dead fish. It clings to you. I don't know how these old hulks stay afloat. Some of these old ships have first aid kits with stimpaks. Watch your steps, sir. Some of the metal might be rusted through. I am not fond of heights. I'm a lot happier 20 stories below the ground than 20 stories above it. This place looks like a stiff breeze could bring it down. Not much left. Maybe we'll get lucky and find something edible. Something in a can, maybe. Looks like it's been picked clean. Damn. Something's rotting. These places are prime targets for raiders. Careful with explosives, sir. Don't want to be buried alive. Hard to breathe in here. Check every shadow, every corner. Some of the deadliest creatures in the Commonwealth live in tunnels like this. I usually prefer to be underground, but not like this. Some kind of resource distribution facility, I guess. More archaic pre-war technology. Lot of metal here. Most of it's probably rusted through. Look at all this machinery. This place must have been important. Behind the wall panels, a lot of the Institute looks like this. I heard Father came from a place like this. Of course, you already knew that. This is a little more like what I'm used to. Strong walls. Limited access points. All the necessities provided. I can see why people wanted to live here. Impressive construction. Reminds me a little bit of home. I've chased a few synths through places like this. An old storage depot. Wonder what they kept here. Guess we could look for supplies. Another good site for a synth salvage team. So this is where people stored their possessions? Guess they thought they'd be safer here. The water line is usually mirelurk territory. Ugh, that smell. Disgusting. Everyone hear that? Better watch your asses. That's right. Let these dirt-scratching scum know who's in charge. Now that's how you get people's attention. Hey, we've got plenty of ammo, right? Let 'em fly. You ask me? That was totally deserved. Oh, shit. I love it. Nice trick. Jack of all trades, huh? Must be hard to keep you out of anywhere. Nothing like a quick stim to get you back in the fight. Did you mean to drop that? Don't know why you would. Hey, you dropped something there. What, you're just going to drop that? Well, that's a waste. Nicely done, sir. I couldn't have done that. Looks like you know your way around a computer. Keyboard jockey, huh? Did not see that coming. With all due respect, sir, if you get wasted, don't expect me to carry you around. Please tell me you're not the heavy drinking type. You think that's really a good idea? Not sure what you're hoping to gain from that, sir. Sir, that's not going to help us. Not what I would have done, but you're the one in charge. Great. Let's just give everything away. Gotta hang on to what we've got, right? Doesn't look too bad. If you've got a stim pack, that leg could use it. Damn, can you move okay? I'm not sure this is a good idea, sir. One raider with an RPG could end us. I'd feel better about getting on board if the Institute had made this thing. I have to go up in that thing? Damn. I sure as hell hope this thing is safe. All things being equal, I'd rather walk. But, okay. Shit, right in the head. You still with me? Fight through it, sir. Oh, damn, that got you good. That looked solid before. It looks even more solid now. You want to be careful with those, sir. Never trusted chems myself. At least not the ones you find up here. You sure that's worth it? You can get addicted pretty easily. Those things will take a toll on you. Chems? No thanks. Damn right. Huh. Nice. Damn, sir. You're a badass. I like it. Is there anything you can't do? You can't be that desperate. I do not want to know what you pulled out of there. Good luck trying to wash that smell off. Thanks. The pain was starting to get to me, but only starting. Much better, sir. Thank you. Hey, thanks. Good as new, sir. Won't stay there for long, I bet. My leg! Shit! Ugh. Can barely move my damn leg. Got me in the leg. Impressive. I'm surprised you found that there. And that's why you check everything. Quite a find, sir. Good. That'll definitely help. That's all you. I don't touch the stuff. Might want to go easy on that, sir. In the Commonwealth, drunk is a close relative of dead. Sir, I'm just going to say it. You're a mess. You don't look good. I've seen my share of junkies. So when I say you need help, I hope you know I'm serious. Might want to lay off the chems for a while, sir. Nice kill, sir. That's what all these Commonwealth scum deserve. Like stepping on a rad roach. Probably had it coming. You must have ice water running through those veins. You'd make a good courser. I couldn't agree more, sir. Good call. I think that's the right choice. That's a sound decision. Nice work, sir. Maybe you can do the same to my weapon. Solid improvement. Let's go try it out. Deadlier. More efficient. Nice piece of craftsmanship, sir. Solid upgrade. I like it. Use every resource you can. That's how you survive up here. Never know what you might find. Good thinking. Every cap matters, right? Better we take it than some wasteland scavenger. You're just going to give that away? Are we starting a charity, sir? That's great. Just give everything away. We could have got caps for that. You don't think we need that more? All right. Can't see. Shit! Took a headshot. Can barely see. Damn it! It winged my head. Damn. Nice work. You could teach our engineers a thing or two. You can never have too much protection. Look, I know you've been through hell, but the Institute needs you. What the hell? Why did you do that? Why the hell would you do a thing like that? You got a death wish? Light 'em up, sir. Anyone gets in your way, they're going to regret it. This is going to be fun. Time to bring the pain. Feel free to take point while you're in that thing. Stupid animal. What were you thinking? Oh, great. Dog's down again. Your pet's bleeding out here. Maybe I should just finish him off. You want to go save your dog? I sure as hell don't. Shit. Not again. Damn it, I'm hit. Right in the arm. My arm. Ah, shit, my arm. Can you make it quick, sir? I have work to do. Is this urgent, sir? Ready for anything, sir. Anything you need, sir. Just name it. How can I help, sir? Just give the orders, sir. You point, I shoot, sir. Ready to go, sir. What's the plan, sir? Locked and loaded. Just give me a target. Go ahead. What's on your mind, sir? Yes, sir. Standing by for orders. What is it? Sir, I'm listening. What do you want, sir? Yes, future leader of the Institute, sir. What now? Come on. You're not that soft. I don't get it. I really don't. Really? Come on. Up here, kindness is weakness. We should keep that in mind. Just my opinion, sir. But you care way too much. We're wasting our time, sir. Damn! You'll be all right. Just keep your arm steady. Shit! That hit bone. Ouch! That had to hurt. Hang in there. Looks like something from your time. I bet that brings back some memories for you. Something from before the war, looks like. And still in pretty good shape. Surprised it lasted this long. Seems like a waste of meds to me. Don't know why you keep that mutt around. He'll be fine. Just let him walk it off. We should save the stims for the important people here. You and me. Yes, absolutely. Of course, sir. All right. I'll wait. I'm glad to hear that, sir. It's true. He's dedicated his whole life to it. It's true. He dedicated his whole life to it. Anyway, I've said what I wanted to say. Thanks for listening. Just a moment of your time, sir. I know. Believe me, I appreciate everything he's done. Probably more than you realize. Better watch our step here. Well earned, sir. Every bit helps. Another mission completed. Not bad. Interesting hobby you've got there. I won't ask why you're reading a book meant for children. Right. When Father told us about you, and who you were, it was clear he had certain biases. How could he not? He's your son, and proud of it. When he shared his plan for you to take his place, well, a lot of us thought that was more than just pride. It was narcissism. How would you, an outsider who knew nothing about us, run the Institute? We all had our doubts. Me, maybe more than most. But now, after watching the way you operate, well, I have to admit, I was wrong. It's clear to me now that Father knew what he was doing, and I should have trusted him. If the Institute represents the best of humanity, of what it can accomplish, then the Commonwealth represents the worst. It's like a rotting corpse, and the people who make their home there are like carrion worms, feeding on the filth. Soon there will be nothing left but the Institute, and mankind will be better for it. Give it time, sir. You'll see. This is not appropriate. Okay, sir. Good joke. Really, it was very funny. Now, can you please get dressed? Sir, I think you need a rest. You're not exactly acting normal. Listen to your counter. We've got radiation here. Radiation? Shit. This is not good. Oh, great. Like we need this. I know that you haven't had much time with him. But I can tell you honestly, sir, Father is a great man. I know that you didn't have much time with him. But I can tell you honestly, sir, Father was a great man. Got a minute to talk, sir? That's what I call negotiating. If you ask me, you deserve a lot more than that. This could get interesting. Maybe we're more alike than I thought. I believe in his plan for the future. I'll do anything in my power to make sure that future becomes a reality. Do I like wading through the filth that is the Commonwealth and all of its vermin? Of course not. But if that's what the Institute needs me to do, then I'll do it. My point is, you should be proud to call him your son. Whoa! You okay? Damn it! A mine! A mine? Shit. Might be more around. Of course not, sir. It's just, well, if you really knew your son, if you knew his accomplishments, his sacrifices. Do we have to? Let's just get this over with. 2 things I can't stand. Heights and being wet. You sure about this? Who knows what's in that water? A pre-war book. In good shape, too. That's a rare find. Is this really a good time to read, sir? Those are some nimble fingers. Now that was smooth. Maybe I should be checking my pockets more often. You've got a light touch, sir. No doubt about that. Better take some rataways, sir. You need them. Sir, you look terrible. Is your hair falling out? That's not good. You doing all right, sir? Maybe you should see a doctor. Come on, put some clothes on. Look, sir, no offense, but I think you've lost your mind. That's what I like to call asset appropriation. Only fools pay for what they can take. We can make use of that. It's yours now. When you need something, you take it. That's my philosophy. Radiation. We need to move. I'd still like to talk, if you can spare a minute. Sir, if you have a moment, there's something I'd like to say. Sorry to bother you again, sir. but I'd still like to talk for a moment. Got all the parts you need for that? We could always look for more. Not exactly up to Institute specs, is it? Building something new? Those things are all over the Commonwealth. Never paid much attention to them. Good place to upgrade your weapon. You're pretty damn persuasive when you want to be. You're full of surprises. Look, I'm not great with words. I'm more comfortable shooting people than talking to them. I'll just say that right up front. But sometimes you have to say what's on your mind because people need to hear it. Well, I shouldn't have, and neither should anyone else. Is that an order, sir? No, don't answer that. I'm just kidding. I'll just lay it out there. I look up to you. Now, before you give me shit about going soft or getting all emotional, just let me finish. Yeah, I'm getting to it. You know me well enough by now to know that I mean what I say. Anyway, that's all. Thanks for hearing me out. Now let's get back to work. Oh well, I've started this, so now I have to finish it. If I've learned anything since we've been running together, it's this. Holy shit, was I wrong about you. You're as tough and determined as anyone I've met. Maybe more, given all the things that have happened to you and everything you've lost. That's impressive. What I mean is, you have a sort of focus, a will. I think you could accomplish anything that you set your mind to. I'm not only sure that you can handle the task of running the Institute, I think you'll be the best leader we've ever had. Ha ha. I'm not that subtle, sir. Okay. All my life, I've always looked up to Father. You already know this. What you didn't know is, I was a lot less sure about you. I followed your orders because I had to, but you seemed, I don't know, unprepared. You looked lost and confused, maybe even scared. I didn't think you could handle this life and the work I do. I figured you'd just slow me down or get in my way. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Well, that's a first. Just kidding, sir. Yeah, I know that now. Can I have a word with you, sir? Sir, I still need to talk to you. It's important. It'll be short. The sooner the better, sir. This is important. I'm hit! Damn it! Son of a... That all you got? You're gonna pay for that. Enemy sighted. Oh, no, you don't. Target spotted. Right here. Right here. Gotcha. This'll clear him out. Catch. Grenade out. Functions terminated. I can't not like this. Hey, over here. Nothing's gonna save you now. Nice try. You're dead. Found you. Ah, damn it. I'm down. Need a stim. Hurt pretty bad. Gotta stay frosty. Guess it was nothing. I guess it's clear after all. Damn. I do not like this. I was sure there was something. Slinked away, huh? Smart move. Damn. I really wanted that kill. Target's gone. Escaped. Damn it. Where the hell? You've got to be kidding me. You should have given up. I'm going to make this as painful as possible. When will they learn? You call this a fight? I'm already bored. I was hoping for a challenge. Guess I'll keep hoping. Just drop, will you? I've got things to do. Sloppy tactics, bad aim. This won't take long. We've got hostiles. Heads up! Look sharp. Danger close. What the hell happened? I've lost sight of the target. Target's gone. Where the hell? Is that it? Lost him. Nice. Not bad. Outstanding. I like it. I'm not sure about this. Not good. That's a problem. Okay. Excellent. Bad move. Not a great idea. Good call. Hey, that's enough. Affirmative. Right. Sure. Time for some target practice. This won't take long. Engaging target. Back to work. Don't forget to check your ammo levels. On it. No, sir. No, ma'am. Negative. Can't do that. Here you go. That's for you. Thanks. Thank you. You're going down. You're dead. I think we're good. Threat eliminated. Area secured. That's it. Didn't even break a sweat. Why do they even try? Waste of ammo. We're not alone. Wait. Did you hear something? I think we're being shadowed. Engaging target. Let's do this. Come on out and let's get this over with. Who's out there? Hostiles nearby. Not sure where, though. There's someone else here. Thought I heard something move. Shouldn't take long. Good. I was starting to get bored. Please don't run. You'll regret this. I'm going to enjoy taking you apart. You're already dead. Better make your peace. What the hell? Something's out there. Your quarters are just inside, sir. Your new quarters are here, sir. Even that feels low. Extra caps and target practice? Why not? With all due respect, you're being played for a fool. Flattering, but running the Institute will be a full-time job. At least, ready when you are. That's how I usually solve problems. You don't owe anyone an apology. I hope he makes it quick. I'm not sure he'd be up for my kind of work. He can't be serious. I hope you're not serious. We can put that to use. No doubt of that. It would be more efficient just to kill him. That's a better plan than just charging in. I'm not sure any amount of caps is worth this. But we should get something at least. No reason to turn down easy caps. We might need them later. Another chem addict. Let's not feed his delusion. That surprises you? That's probably best. If we stop for every beggar, we'll never make it out of this place. Maybe she didn't want to go on living. If I were in her place, I wouldn't. Good decision. These robots are clearly malfunctioning. That'll be useful. By all means, let them try. I'm ready. No reason to let this man dictate terms to you. Engaging them so recklessly will just result in more casualties. Not to mention an institute to run. I'm not sure what you're hoping to gain from this. Couldn't have said it better myself. I hope not. That could have been valuable to the bioscience division. One bullet would have cost far less. Definitely. Definitely. We have the advantage of ranged firepower. We should exploit it. I can think of a few people I'd like to shoot here. That's true. I'm not sure that broken robot has much to offer us. Easy enough job. If you ask me, she was doing us a favor by thinning the herd. Just give the order. These scavengers could be useful allies. They're a good source of information on rogue synths. I recommend a mental health examination when you return to the Institute. Problem solved. Not much doubt of that. They're probably long gone. That's a relief. I was afraid we might actually waste time on this. Your incompetence has jeopardized the entire operation. We should kill him later and take back the caps. We might need them for more bribes. Or perhaps we should use a more forceful method of persuasion. That kind of insubordination can't be tolerated. Binet. Of course. That's an understatement. We can't even consider that. SRB is short-handed as it is. Losing another director would be crippling. Don't forget who you're talking to, Doctor. We're not idiots, Doctor. That's just how it is up here. You get used to it. They seem to be doing well enough without one. He'll be lucky not to be exiled. It's nothing that compares to the Institute, but it's not bad. Do not go through with this. You're risking Father's legacy. There's something I need to take care of. I won't be long. I'll be back to check on you later. I trust you'll keep your eyes and ears open for me. Seen anything I should know about? Anyone on the run? Trying to hide? You can't be serious. I take it you know who I am. The sooner the better. Reinforcements could be on the way. They're dedicated to their duty. As a courser, I can respect that. The operative words being, for its time. It's a sound strategy, but nothing we can't handle. Good. I like a challenge. A lot of runners come through here. They think it's a safe place. Good place to stock up on supplies, if you can stand the smell. If you ask me, this place is a waste of time. I've seen my share of destruction, but I have to admit, that's impressive. That wasn't Institute technology. We should investigate. What is that? Nice kill, ma'am. Nice work, ma'am. Maybe you can do the same to my weapon. Well, that's a first. Just kidding, ma'am. I know that you haven't had much time with him. But I can tell you honestly, ma'am, Father is a great man. I know that you didn't have much time with him. But I can tell you honestly, ma'am, Father was a great man. Of course, ma'am. We'll talk when it's a better time. That's all I wanted to say, ma'am. I hope it'll sink in. Just my opinion, ma'am. But you care way too much. We're wasting our time, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a great deal of respect for your importance. The Institute is my life, and you're its future. I get that. The thing is, ma'am, I don't know if you get it. Now, I know you didn't have the benefit of growing up in the Institute, like I did. But, ma'am, you still need to understand that we have a certain way of doing things, and there are reasons for that. Judging by your actions and your choices lately, I don't think you grasp that. Frankly, ma'am, I'm not sure you're the right person to lead the Institute into the future. No, ma'am, I do. I have a feeling it's the only way I'll get through. I'm glad to hear that, ma'am. I know you can, ma'am, and I believe you will. I appreciate that, ma'am. I hope you will, ma'am. Not a lecture, ma'am. Just an observation. I have nothing more to say, ma'am. From here on out, you're on your own. Ma'am, lately you've been making decisions that I don't understand and don't agree with. I know we've each got our ideas about how best to serve the Institute, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's one thing to have different ideas, but you've been acting against the Institute's priorities lately, and that's a problem for me. You've changed, and not for the better. Fight through it, ma'am. Will do, ma'am. All right, that's it. I don't care whose mother you are. I can't take this anymore. No, ma'am. That was all. Is that an order, ma'am? No, don't answer that. I'm just kidding. I hate to leave you, ma'am, but you know best. It's been an honor, ma'am. If you need me again, just ask. I'll be standing by if you need me again, ma'am. Ma'am, I don't want you to be perfect. Nobody could live up to that. I'm just trying to remind you whose side you're on. Ha ha. I'm not that subtle, ma'am. Of course not, ma'am. It's just, well, if you really knew your son, if you knew his accomplishments, his sacrifices. Give it time, ma'am. You'll see. I know, ma'am. That's why I'm speaking up now. Ma'am, lately you've been making decisions that I don't understand or agree with. Now, I know we've each got our ideas about how best to serve the Institute, and there's nothing wrong with that. But, ma'am, you've been acting against the Institute's priorities lately, and that's a problem for me. You've changed, and not for the better. Nicely done, ma'am. I couldn't have done that. Ma'am, I'm just going to say it. You're a mess. Might want to lay off the chems for a while, ma'am. Just a moment of your time, ma'am. Might want to go easy on that, ma'am. With all due respect, ma'am, if you get wasted, don't expect me to carry you around. No, ma'am. I just wanted to be sure I understood you. Much better, ma'am. Thank you. Good as new, ma'am. Not sure what you're hoping to gain from that, ma'am. Ma'am, that's not going to help us. Okay, ma'am, good joke. Really, it was very funny. Now, can you please get dressed? Ma'am, I think you need a rest. You're not exactly acting normal. Look, ma'am, no offense, but I think you've lost your mind. You sure about that, ma'am? You need to think about the bigger picture and what is and isn't important for the future of the Institute. You can't disregard that and then expect anyone to respect you. What's more, you'll be turning your back on everything your son has accomplished. In a very real way, ma'am. Your son's legacy is your legacy. You should be proud of that legacy, and you should want to protect it. Well earned, ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am. I was wrong to doubt you. Well, I've run out of lies to tell myself. It's time for us both to face a hard truth, ma'am. You don't deserve to be the head of the Institute. You're not qualified. For Father's sake, I'll respect your position as his successor, but you've done everything in your power to make sure I don't respect you. You and I, as a team, are finished. I won't put my life in the hands of someone I can't respect. You can count on it, ma'am. Is this really a good time to read, ma'am? You've told me that before, ma'am. I hope you mean it this time. Better take some radaways, ma'am. You need them. Ma'am, you look terrible. You doing all right, ma'am? Maybe you should see a doctor. Right behind you, ma'am. Light 'em up, ma'am. The sooner the better, ma'am. This is important. I'm not sure you're up for this, ma'am. I'll be honest with you, ma'am. You've shown questionable judgment lately. With all due respect, ma'am, I think you're overestimating your capabilities. I have to hand it to you, ma'am. You know what you're doing. You've got my respect, ma'am. No doubt about that. I'll watch your back anytime, ma'am. It's been a pleasure watching you work, ma'am. It's been a real honor to serve with you, ma'am. You'll want to stay clear of those claws, ma'am. Careful, ma'am. Ghouls are quicker than they look. If you ask me, ma'am, killing a ghoul isn't murder. It's more like mercy. Shoot to kill, ma'am. You can't reason with gunners. You want to keep a mirelurk at range, ma'am. Fire, fall back, and repeat. Let's teach these lowlifes a lesson, ma'am. I don't mind telling you, ma'am, any day I get to air out some raiders is a good day. Watch your step, ma'am. Some of the metal might be rusted through. Careful with explosives, ma'am. Don't want to be buried alive. Already forgotten, ma'am. If you say so, ma'am. Don't worry, ma'am. After this conversation, you won't have to listen to me anymore. No, ma'am. That was all. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. You're welcome, ma'am. You need to drop some of that stuff you're carrying. It's slowing you down. That's understandable, ma'am. You're focused on the mission. If it were just one thing, ma'am, it wouldn't bother me that much. You really don't know? That's disappointing, ma'am. That's all, ma'am. I won't trouble you further about it. I told you once that I thought you could be the best leader the Institute's ever had, and I stand by that. Lately, though, you've made some decisions that I honestly don't understand. I'm sure you have your reasons, but it's hard not to wonder if maybe you've forgotten what's important. Ma'am, I'm on your side, and I think we make a great team. I just need to know that your priorities haven't changed. Then I'd be disappointed, ma'am. I'll still watch your back, but it will be more about duty than friendship. You want to be careful with those, ma'am. I know you will, ma'am. You've proven that already. Of course, ma'am. Quite a find, ma'am. You're carrying too much. That's going to hamper your combat effectiveness. You're not going to be light on your feet with all that gear you're carrying. It was an honor to fight at your side. I'm looking forward to the next mission. Every synth we fail to recover represents years of lost productivity. Every synth we fail to recover represents years of lost productivity. It's taking all of my self-control not to shoot you in the face. Does that answer your question? You're really so ignorant that you don't know. And you're related to Father. I can't believe it. How do I feel? I feel like we should have let you rot in that cryopod. I feel like we should have let you rot in that cryopod. I suggest you walk away. Right now. It's taking all of my self-control not to shoot you in the face. Does that answer your question? You're really so ignorant that you don't know? And you're related to Father? I can't believe it. How do I feel? I feel like we should have let you rot in that cryopod. I feel like we should have let you rot in that cryopod. I suggest you walk away. Right now. Make it quick. Haven't you wasted enough of my time already? Why the hell would I want to talk to you? This had better be really damned important. What do you want now? Talk fast. I can't wait to hear this. Well, what? Get on with it. You've got my attention. What's the plan? What's our next move? You've got my full attention, sir. Ready for anything, sir. Anything you need, sir? Let's get this over with. Go ahead. Yes, sir? Yes, ma'am. I'm listening. Yes. What is it, sir? What is it, ma'am? What can I do for you? I'm listening. Ready for new orders. How can I help, sir? You've got my full attention, ma'am. Ready for anything, ma'am. Anything you need, ma'am. How can I help, ma'am? I admit it, I'm impressed. Maybe I underestimated the Minutemen. You haven't just destroyed your son's legacy. You've destroyed all hope for mankind. Now that you've seen the Institute, you've seen the future of mankind. I hope you found that as satisfying as I did. They should have known better than to take on the Institute. He couldn't be in better hands. She couldn't be in better hands. We'll take the lead. What information do you have? This time, We'll make sure the railroad never comes back. Our duty is clear. We need to eliminate the railroad now, while we still can. I think he actually believes himself. He's right. Outside the city is best. No need to attract unwanted attention. Do you think he wants to guess which one of us you're referring to? That should get results. For the record, I still like the original suggestion. Ready to back you up, sir. You and I both. I strongly advise that you reconsider. We might not get this opportunity again. He's probably going to be killed. You could at least be honest with him about that. Just make sure they compensate you. Supplies are expensive. Sir, you know what we need to do. Why drag this out? Disappointing, Doctor. He's right about that much, at least. Or don't. Not if the war has already started. I'd prefer to keep our numbers small, but it's not my choice. He has a point. Good luck, General. I hope you find your son. No objection here. I'm not sure we can trust the Brotherhood to have our best interests in mind. Then we'd better find it quickly. What's the point? The Commonwealth is already dead. I'm not impressed. Sounds like a challenge. I'm up for it. Not that I mean to sound insubordinate, but I'm forced to question your priorities. Hunting synths is what I do best. If you slow us down, you're on your own. Was that supposed to be a joke? Believe me, there's a lot more where those came from. You should reconsider. Hunting synths is my area of expertise. I certainly share it. It's impressive. There's no denying that. Strange terminology. It sounds complicated. America. There's a word I don't hear very often. Someone should revive this sport. This is the place with the so-called synth detector test. That's almost funny. I've had more than one runner's trail go cold in Bunker Hill. There's a high probability of railroad involvement. Good defenses here. I can see why the Minutemen once used this as their headquarters. Good call. We might have gained a useful ally. I agree, but they should be watched carefully, or they might try this again. The surface? That's a fate worse than death. They don't deserve that. Good decision. Those men could still have a lot to contribute. They just need to learn their lesson. Those men are valuable. Killing them is wasteful. You could say that about any place up here. And you'd be right. If that kind of thing impresses you, sure. Your opinion is of no concern to me. Spare me your quips, Ms. Wright. Some of us have real work to do. It would appear he's had his fill of topside garbage. It would appear she's had her fill of topside garbage. We have no need for alcohol. If you fail in this assignment, Codsworth, I will personally make sure that you are dismantled and then melted down. I hope you understand your responsibilities, Hancock. Our files indicate that you have a tendency to get into trouble, Piper. Try to stay out of it from now on. I'll be watching, Kate. If you fail to protect this man, I'll know about it. I'll be watching, Kate. If you fail to protect this woman, I'll know about it. Here you go. I always carry a few spare fusion cells. Let me know if you need one. Let me know if you need a fusion cell. I've got some spare fusion cells if you need them. If you're going to use an energy weapon, I can give you a reload. You have the potential to be an excellent bodyguard, Strong. I just hope you understand your responsibilities. This is the future of the Institute that you're protecting, Unit. Remember that. Hello, Carla. Carla. It's been a while. Hello, Cricket. Cricket, wasn't it? You have the training and equipment to handle this assignment. The Institute's future will be in good hands. Someone stashed a weapon here. You can never have enough weapons up here. A weapon. We could put this to use. Armor. Good. In my judgment, you're not ready for this, Curie. I hope you'll prove me wrong. There's food here. It looks safe. Water. You'll definitely want to take this. There's water here. It looks pure. Drinking water. This is worth keeping. Just some alcohol. Nothing useful. Alcoholic beverages. But not much else. Locked tight. No good. It's locked. It's secured. I can't open it. It's been a while since you've had anything to report. It's been a long time since you had anything to report. No new rumors or tips for me?
You used to be one of my most reliable sources.
I don't know who you are, but if any harm comes to this man, I will find out, and then I will find you. I don't know who you are, but if any harm comes to this woman, I will find out, and then I will find you.
I know your reputation, Macready. I'm confident you can handle whatever threats you encounter. Our intelligence indicates that you have a strong sense of duty. This is the most important duty you will ever undertake.
I picked up a few extra fusion cells. Let me know if you need one. Might find something useful here. I wonder what's in here.
Doc Weathers. It's been a while. If I didn't know better, I'd say you were avoiding me. Doc Weathers. How long has it been? I've lost track. Hello, Lucas. Lucas Miller. Where have you been hiding, Lucas?
Someone left their armor here. It looks intact. There's armor here. You should take this. Stims. These will be useful. Come and take these stims. You should carry as many of these as you can. Look at this. Stims.
Chems. Nothing that would interest us.
Drugs. I was hoping to find something more useful.
Chems in here.
Rations, and they look edible. This food looks safe enough to eat. I found some ammunition. Now here's something we need. Ammunition. More ammunition. Good. You might want to look at this. You should come and take a look at this. You should take a look here. Junk. That's what I usually find. Just some scrap. Nothing of value. Nothing worthwhile here. Just some junk.
I'm disappointed that I haven't heard from you with any new reports. You used to share all kinds of useful rumors, but you've been quiet lately. I hope the railroad hasn't gotten to you. The lack of recent information from you is making me question your loyalty.
Nice work, ma'am. I'll take the synth back. Then talk fast, ma'am. Just make sure you get it right. It's not a man, it's a synth. A synth that's confused and dangerous. We can restore it to its proper functions. Make it whole again. Ma'am, I can't force you to use the reset code, but I know it's what Father would want. I hope you'll consider that. When you're finished here, ma'am, Father wants to see you. Right behind you, ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am, but I have my orders. That's all, ma'am. Ready when you are. Yes, ma'am. Designation X6-88. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla. I have no reason to doubt that, sir, but I have my orders. If you take on that synth, I'll be right there with you. A successful mission on all counts, ma'am. A successful mission on all counts, sir. Hold up a moment, ma'am. There's something important I need to tell you. Good riddance. No, sir. That was all. I know, sir. That's why I'm speaking up now. Maybe. But I know you can do better than you are now. I've seen it.
That's why I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Sir, lately you've been making decisions that I don't understand or agree with. Now I know we've each got our ideas about how best to serve the Institute, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sir, you've been acting against the Institute's priorities lately, and that's a problem for me. You've changed, and not for the better. Just ask yourself what serves the Institute best. And then keep that question in your mind at all times. Make it your focus, your primary objective. That's what I do.
Thanks for hearing me out.
That's understandable, sir. You're focused on the mission. I'm sorry, sir, but I have my orders. My orders are to help you capture the synth in Libertalia. I'll be waiting there when you're ready. You can count on it, sir. What are you doing? We were supposed to bring him back alive. That should be enough.
I'm sorry, sir. I was wrong to doubt you.
Of course, sir. We'll talk when it's a better time. You're welcome, sir. If you can give me just a minute, sir, I'd like to say something. There's something I want to say, sir. Can you spare a minute? I appreciate that, sir.
This isn't easy for me to say, but I owe you an apology.
I doubted you. I lost faith because you made some choices I didn't agree with. That was short-sighted of me. You taught me that there isn't always just one right way to handle something. Seeing how you solve problems has opened my mind. From now on, I'll be open to learning more from you, to setting aside my prejudices and my preconceived notions.
I know it'll make me better at what I do. And I'm thankful that you've been patient with me. No, sir. That was all. Thank you. Nice work, sir. I'll take the synth back. I still don't know how he's alive. We don't need their help. No sense in wasting what could be a valuable asset. Not sure I can agree with you there, sir. If you can't keep up, then you're on your own. Well, one of us does. Likewise, in the Institute, mental disorders are a thing of the past. So Father came from a place like this. Fascinating. The Advanced Systems Division had plans for a vehicle like this. It ended up being more trouble than it was worth. Once we're on the higher floors, we'd better make sure our escape route isn't cut off. We've got very little intel on this place. The more we can learn, the better. This shouldn't take long. Not a bad kill ratio. Too bad she didn't survive. If super mutants have claimed this place, we might want to avoid it. People killed each other for food here. The Institute will never have those kinds of problems. More reliable than a human brewer, I guess. These creatures must have been impressive in person. Ominous. I like it. Careful. Feel like we're being watched. This place has me on edge. These structures won't be around much longer. The images must have been controlled from here. Not a bad way to conduct a large-scale briefing. What a mess. That smell. Look at this gore. Something bad happened here. The future of mankind has never looked brighter. It makes me proud to serve. I can't think of a worse way to die. An old waste processing station. As if that wasn't obvious from the odor. A lighthouse. Good vantage point. I can see why the glowing ones came here. I've heard all of these facts a dozen times, at least. I've heard rumors about this place. People come here and are never seen again. Better watch our step. More of the roof could fall without warning. The robotics division did something like this once. An interrogation chamber. Rudimentary, but effective. A secret room for drinking? Strange. Dark here. Watch your step. Too little light. Hard to see here. Good place to stage an ambush. Why store corpses? This space could be put to more efficient use. Glad I have a strong stomach. Not pleasant. If synths could have appetites, I think I would have lost mine. Feeling queasy? This is where they separate the weak from the strong. I don't like it. Who knows what might be in this water? Strange. Why smash the tanks? Real technological advancement means making things smaller, not larger. These old hulks have been washing up here for decades. Good place for a runaway synth to hide. We should look into it. College Square used to be a raider stronghold. That was a long time ago. The old Institute. We've come so far from this. Does that engine have power? The most efficient farm in the Commonwealth. What a mess. We should make sure nobody ever finishes building this. Solid construction. These walls could withstand almost any attack. I admit it. I didn't think this would actually work. Some of this might be useful. We should take an inventory. I used to come here for target practice. How did all these ghouls get down here? This has to be a launch site of some kind. How did we not know about this? Nobody here. Everyone's long gone. No one's been here in a while. Looks abandoned. That's definitely not pre-war. What the hell is it? Could choke on this dust. Look at all the dust. Lot of dust. Might want to cover your mouth. Air's thick in here. Not much concern for public safety. The overseer's office has been repurposed into a briefing room of some kind. I just tune it out. This technology seems too sophisticated for a mental hospital. Something else was going on in here. Those geysers. Some kind of pressure release system? It looks like one of them is chasing the other one. Must be a fight. The boat's pilot was probably blinded by the atomic blast. Keep quiet, unless you want to wake up a Deathclaw. This must have been their fallback point. They should have reinforced it better. It's bright. Lot of light here. This light gives us the advantage. Tough place to hide. Good. I try not to look up when I'm in here. It's disorienting.
I suppose people stopped caring about churches and religion after the bombs fell. Too exposed. I don't like being this exposed. Keep your eyes open. We're exposed here. Wouldn't mind more cover. Something big punched through this wall. Deathclaw, maybe? We should take these shells. Better to have them in our hands than someone else's. A training area of some kind. Not bad. I was told a great writer once lived here. I'm not sure how anyone that wasn't a scientist can be considered great. More relics of the pre-war world. All of these computers put together wouldn't match the processing power of one Institute terminal. It seems likely that the robots at Grey Garden were produced here. Dangerous place to fight. Can't exactly flee into the ocean. Look at this place. Talk about humble beginnings. You see a lot of abandoned camps in the Commonwealth. They're easy picking for raiders, downright primitive by Institute standards. A single Institute holotape could hold all of the text in this library. Where there's water, there are always mirelurks. We should get back down to the ground. Or better yet, beneath it. Impressive structure. At least, it was. Sheltering in a crater? Where's the sense in that? It's unusual to find this much machinery intact. The scavengers typically tear these things to pieces. It must have been quite a chore to keep this communal drinking basin clean. Learning from books? Not exactly efficient. A few well-placed grenades could clear out that crater with minimal effort. Some of this glass is still sharp. Be careful. That water is heavily irradiated. We should keep away from it. I don't know why anyone would live near the ocean. Who knows what might crawl out of it? If you have any Rad-X, I suggest you take it now. I've never understood this game. If the objective is to destroy the pins, why not just shoot them? If we're going to hit that stronghold, we should try to lure them out and pick them off. This monitoring station must have been built from trees so it would be invisible to enemy radar. Clever. We sometimes find older model synth parts in places like this. Scavengers are a constant threat to our surface work teams. I'm not sure that's an improvement. Every minute we spend in here makes me appreciate the Bioscience Division a little bit more. Water power isn't as efficient as you might think. What a meaningless life, pushing papers around all day. We send scavenger teams to places like this to collect chemicals. I hope we won't be up here for long. Maybe we should install these in the Institute. They look useful. Dr. Carlin thinks the world's oceans are probably filled with huge, mutated sea creatures. I always found it strange that pre-war surgery was performed with a live audience. Was it really that exciting?
I trust I can count on your cooperation. If I were here for you, you'd know it. Just stay out of our way. We have work to do. If you encounter any fugitive synths, don't offer them shelter. Since you know what I am, you know to stay out of my way. If you give us any cause for suspicion, I will be back.
Your logic appears flawed. I meet people all the time. I'm ready to take over. If you attempt violence, I will respond accordingly.
I'm done. I tried to tell you that murdering people was making our mission more difficult, but you clearly don't care. I can't work with someone who doesn't respect the Institute's priorities. Father must have lost his mind. I won't make the mistake of running with amateurs again. In the future, we should be more selective about who we let in here. If Father saw what I've seen, he'd be deeply disappointed. I guess not everyone is Institute material, and I thought I'd seen some bad missions before. It's nepotism, letting someone in just because they're one of Father's parents. From now on, I'm working alone. Should have let him rot in that vault. Should have let her rot in that vault. We never should have opened that cryopod.
Absolutely. Locked and loaded, sir. Locked and loaded, ma'am.
I can wait. Take your time. Still with me? I've lost you. Something wrong? You seem preoccupied. Something on your mind? Try to focus, sir. Try to focus, ma'am. Can you make it quick, ma'am? I have work to do. Is this urgent, ma'am? Ready for anything, ma'am. Anything you need, ma'am. Just name it. How can I help, ma'am? Just give the order, ma'am. You point, I shoot, ma'am. Ready to go, ma'am. What's the plan, ma'am? What's on your mind, ma'am? Yes, ma'am? Ma'am? What do you want, ma'am? Yes, future leader of the Institute? Ma'am? I have nothing to say to you.
Today, perhaps not. But they'll bide their time and gather their strength. We should remain vigilant. The Railroad and the Brotherhood have been beaten, but not eradicated. We're likely to encounter pockets of resistance from time to time, and we can't allow them to reorganize. We should be vigilant. If we spread ourselves thin trying to find them, we'll become vulnerable. Sooner or later, they're going to strike at us. When they do, we'll be ready. You've done it, sir. You've crippled our enemies and secured a better future for mankind. You've done it, ma'am. You've crippled our enemies and secured a better future for mankind. Then you've justified Father's faith in you and proven that he made the right choice when he named you as his successor. Speaking of which, now that you're the leader of the Institute, there's a matter you'll need to consider. I understand that. But the Institute needs a strong leader to take your son's place. This isn't the end of your work. It's only the beginning. That brings me to my next point. That could be difficult. While they're weak, our enemies will stay hidden and try to force us to spread ourselves thin searching for them. I suggest we remain vigilant while we consolidate our strength. Let them come to us. I can appreciate the sentiment, but I'm not sure our enemies will feel the same. I've been thinking about that. If you doubt yourself, just think of your son. The Institute was his life, and now that legacy is in your hands. It's a legacy you'll need to protect, and that brings me to my next point. In any case, you should take time to enjoy your victory and honor your son's memory. That's what I intend to do. I have nothing more to say, sir. From here on out, you're on your own. Not a lecture, sir. Just an observation. No, sir, I do. I have a feeling it's the only way I'll get through. That's exactly what I mean. That self-centered attitude you just showed me is exactly the problem. Yes, sir. Don't worry, sir. After this conversation, you won't have to listen to me anymore. If you say so, sir. All right, that's it. I don't care whose father you are. I can't take this anymore. Sir, I have a great deal of respect for your importance. The Institute is my life, and you're its future. I get that. The thing is, sir, I don't know if you get it. Now, I know you didn't have the benefit of growing up in the Institute like I did. But, sir, you still need to understand that we have a certain way of doing things, and there are reasons for that. Judging by your actions and your choices lately, I don't think you grasp that. Frankly, sir, I'm not sure you're the right person to lead the Institute into the future. Normally, I wouldn't give a mole rat's ass about offing some Commonwealth lowlife. But too much of that will attract unwanted attention. It'll be easier to do our jobs if we don't have every bounty hunter from here to the capital wasteland after us. A little more discretion is all you need. If it were just one thing, sir, it wouldn't bother me that much. I've been willfully ignorant. I wanted to believe you were a worthy successor to Father. The Institute is everything to me, and the thought of it falling apart in the hands of an incompetent leader is too painful to contemplate. So I tried to explain away the things you've done. I made excuses for you in my mind. I gave you another chance, then another. That's all, sir. I won't trouble you further about it. It's your call, of course. I'm just thinking about what's best for the Institute. Hopefully, that's a priority we share. You're the future of the Institute. I'm not only here to protect you, I'm here to protect that future. If you abandon that future, then you'll be on your own. Until that day comes, I'm staying. Can we talk for a minute, sir? Sir? I'd still like to talk to you for a minute. Okay, sir. I need to talk to you. I'm still waiting to have that talk, sir. Permission to speak freely, sir? Yes, sir. Designation X6-88. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word and we can start the assault on the main flotilla. Well, he might not be alone up there. Violence might be inevitable. That's all, sir. Ready when you are. Then talk fast, sir. Just make sure you get it right.
B592, initialize factory reset. Authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
Not this time. I've learned my lesson. At first, I thought you were making these kinds of poor choices out of ignorance. That's why I stuck around, even when you gave me every reason not to. But now I can see that you're acting against the Institute on purpose, deliberately ruining Father's legacy. Of course, here's my loadout. Yes, again. Because you decided not to listen to me the first time. Right behind you, sir. I hate to leave you, sir, but you know best.
It's been an honor, sir. If you need me again, just ask.
Saw that coming. He made his choice when he threatened you. Finally.
Smart. That's what I would do. You should accept that offer. You're too important to risk. I suggest we take the mission. Hunting synths is what I do best. Not much cover on the walkways here. Best defense is to keep moving. Rumor has it there's a treasure buried here somewhere. People have died searching for it. Greed and materialism don't exist in the Institute. Not a bad vantage point. Still didn't save him, though.
One day you're going to tell me who exactly that is. Watch it, Curie. The graveyard's full of people that got too curious. We're exposed here. We should head back down. We should find a way to weaponize this odor. Many of these ghouls were thrown out of Diamond City. I suppose this is the best they could do. I advise that we not engage the Brotherhood here. I've always felt more at home in places like this. Clever, using the pool like that. I wouldn't advise getting too close to that crater. I doubt this saved anyone when the bombs fell. The medicine that was practiced here is almost barbaric compared to the Institute's advances. This must be where they work on the robots. The little people just eat this up. Someone's been hitting the chems a little hard. In the Institute, we've advanced far beyond books. Children learn from interactive terminals. Trinity Tower. If we're going in there, we should stick to the lower floors. We don't want to get cut off. Get ready for a fight. This area was still under construction. These images are a poor representation of reality. It's as if a child drew them. Looks like the Minutemen have put in some work here. This looks like a combat arena, but I'm not sure what the hoops were for. That's not normal supermutant behavior. Some of the scientists enjoy filmed entertainment. I have no use for it. This unit could have been saved with a memory reset. They must be preparing for a fight. I've seen men kill each other for a single swig of this stuff. Pathetic. One of the scientists in Advanced Systems tried to figure out how this boat could have ended up here. Eventually, he just gave up. The older sections of the Institute look a lot like this. I wonder if he was already dead when the insects started eating him. Worthless. All of it. I heard about the battle here. It must have been impressive to see an army of synths in action. I don't like the look of that water. Looks like raiders have claimed the tunnel. Thankfully, the concept of sibling rivalry is alien to me. This place doesn't feel steady. I think it's shifting in the wind. We should get back down. This was well hidden. That robot is military spec. Maybe we should just avoid it. The SRB monitors all radio broadcasts in the Commonwealth. We think the railroad might be sharing coded messages that way. Looks solid. Good defenses. Solid defensible position. Looks fortified. This is an excellent vantage point if anyone attacks.
Can we talk for a minute, ma'am? Ma'am, I'd still like to talk to you for a minute. Okay, ma'am. I need to talk to you. I'm still waiting to have that talk, ma'am. Permission to speak freely, ma'am? Ma'am, I need to talk to you. It's urgent.
Let's gather as much information as we can about the Brotherhood. It might prove useful later. Now we have a way to lure Brotherhood soldiers out in small numbers. Joining the Brotherhood? I hope you know what you're doing. Arming the Brotherhood with Fat Man shells won't win you any friends in the Institute. With a weapon like Liberty Prime, the Brotherhood will be unstoppable. Is that what you really want? Even I didn't know he was a synth. Not many people in the Commonwealth can take down a Deathclaw. Remember, you're important to the Institute, so don't take any unnecessary risks. Stay focused on the enemy. Don't get too confident.
You handled yourself well against that Mirelurk queen. But I don't see how any of this helps the Institute. Wonder what we'll find in this armory. Any chance you get to stock up on arms and ammunition, you should take it.
You really don't get it, do you?
I have been.
But my patience is running out.
Then I guess time will tell if you're really the right person to take Father's place.
I have every reason to say no to you. I feel like no matter what I've said in the past, you've just ignored me. But for Father's sake, I'll give you this one last chance to change your ways. I hope you'll take advantage of it.
It's too late. I've made my decision.
I hope you will, sir. Sir, we need to discuss your tactics for a moment.
I still think we need to discuss your tactics.
Well, I've run out of lies to tell myself. It's time for us both to face a hard truth, sir. You don't deserve to be the head of the Institute. You're not qualified. For Father's sake, I'll respect your position as his successor. But you've done everything in your power to make sure I don't respect you. But you and I, as a team, are finished. I won't put my life in the hands of someone I can't respect. You need to think about the bigger picture and what is and isn't important for the future of the Institute. You can't disregard that and then expect anyone to respect you. What's more, you'll be turning your back on everything your son has accomplished. In a very real way, sir, your son's legacy is your legacy. You should be proud of that legacy, and you should want to protect it. My only regret is that it took you so long to figure that out. We tried that, but I guess you weren't really listening. If he believed in you, then you should believe in yourself.
I've never known Father to misjudge someone. If
he believes in you, then you should believe in yourself. Selfish to the end. I won't pretend to be surprised. I know you've been in your share of fights. I'm not questioning your abilities in that regard. On the contrary, you're one of the most efficient killers I've ever met, and I've met quite a few. The thing is, you're a little too enthusiastic about it. You're eliminating targets that aren't our enemies. In any case, I'm with you for now, sir. Whether it stays that way is up to you. Then I'd be disappointed, sir. I'll still watch your back, but it would be more about duty than friendship. I told you once that I thought you could be the best leader the Institute's ever had, and I stand by that. Lately, though, you've made some decisions that I honestly don't understand. I'm sure you have your reasons, but it's hard not to wonder if maybe you've forgotten what's important. Sir, I'm on your side, and I think we make a great team. I just need to know that your priorities haven't changed. There are some things I won't accept. We're not at that point yet. But unless things change, we're going to be. That's enough. You've told me that before, sir. I hope you mean it this time. I know you will, sir. You've proven that already. I know that you used to. I hope you still do. Now let's get back to work. Fine. Sir, lately you've been making decisions that I don't understand and don't agree with. I know we've each got our ideas about how best to serve the Institute, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's one thing to have different ideas, but you've been acting against the Institute's priorities lately, and that's a problem for me. You've changed, and not for the better. Sir, I don't want you to be perfect. Nobody could live up to that. I'm just trying to remind you whose side you're on. I know you can, sir, and I believe you will. Sir, I need to talk to you. It's urgent. That's all I wanted to say, sir. I hope it'll sink in. I will. To reset the synth's cognitive functions, speak the recall code out loud. The code is Gamma 71 Epsilon.
Put more simply, the recall code will render him unconscious even while he's still standing.
I have no reason to doubt that, ma'am, but I have my orders. If you take on that synth, I'll be right there with you. I know, but it'll just take a second, and it's something you need to know. Hold up a moment, sir. There's something important I need to tell you. I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute. He's not a man, sir. He's a synth. A synth that's confused and dangerous. We can restore it to its proper functions, make it whole again. Sir, I can't force you to use the reset code, but I know it's what Father would want. I hope you'll consider that. Designation B592 is holed up in the shack on top of the upended cargo ship. He's probably got his best fighters with him, so we should plan on heavy resistance. So, are you ready to go in? Right behind you, sir. Already forgotten, sir. No, it's you that's out of line. I don't know what would make you do something like that, but I sure as hell won't be a part of it. Maybe you don't respect the Institute or your son's work, but I do. I refuse to protect you any longer. In fact, I hope you meet your end soon. The Institute will be better off if you do. A full loadout, as usual. If that's what you want. No, sir. I just wanted to be sure I understood you. You sure about that, sir? You really don't know? That's disappointing, sir. Will do, sir. Okay, I'll head back then. I'll be standing by if you need me again, sir. To be honest, I'll welcome the break. Sir, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. Ready for the next mission, sir? When you're finished here, sir, Father wants to see you. I'm not sure the Institute needs more Deathclaws, but it's your decision. He's deranged. No sense trying to reason with him. I doubt he'll listen. If he doesn't, I'm ready.
I've seen better. Hunting synths is what I do best. I agree, sir. The Brotherhood has nothing to offer us. Too bad. He was a valuable asset in his time. That seems likely. Explosive damage. Something big hit here.
Why? Would you like a return visit? No harm will come to him while he's under my protection. No harm will come to her while she's under my protection. I know this architecture. This is a vault. There must have been a lot of children here to require a commissary of this size. This was your spouse? My condolences. Concord should be just above us. I'll bet the railroad uses these tunnels to move runaway synths. Gas of some kind. Possibly dangerous. This craft is remarkably well preserved. Watch for snipers. No ghouls. I don't like it. Pristine. How is that possible? I've seen a lot of people up here trying to drown their troubles. They all end up as red roach food. These weapons could be useful. Look at the calcification. These remains are centuries old. Corpse storage. Pleasant. Power armor. Recommend heavy armaments. Excellent sight lines here. If those stations have power, that's a valuable asset. That's real blood. Interesting. It looks like they were planning to expand the vault here. Let's keep our distance from that machinery. Super mutant attack. These people were probably eaten. The horse looks cleaner than it should. An old surveillance center. It could have been concealed better. The railroad learned a hard lesson here. Raider's strongpoint. Might not be worth the trouble. If we ever need to disable this vessel, this is the place to do it. I wonder what the doctors were hoping to learn. A place for infant humans. I've only seen one once. It was unsettling. Were they performing some kind of research? I believe this commemorates a battle that took place here. Strange. People were living here the last time I came through. Now, nothing. That might be more trouble than it's worth. I wonder what crimes a person had to commit to be forced to live here. Why dig this here? Were they looking for something? Trying to live with Mirelurks? That's insane. Perfect spot for a Mirelurk den. This place reminds me of the SRB office. With the water gone, we could take a closer look. I'll have to remember this place. I might be able to make use of it someday. It must take an army of robots to keep this house so clean. I'll have to mention this place in my next report. It's a perfect location for a scavenger team. I've used some of these techniques. Damn. Every one of these cars is a bomb waiting to go off. Something heavy up there. Might be a Deathclaw. The Institute's founders frowned on television. They thought it was a detriment to science. Fighting Mirelurks in close quarters like this is dangerous. But at least this area is easier to fortify.
We sent up a team to try to repair that robot, only to find it was hollowed out. We're not alone here. Good place for a synth to hide. That overturned boat. I wonder if that was really an accident. Look at all of this ordnance. This is not good.
It's a trap.
Did they interrogate people here? Is this what passes for science on the surface? Surprisingly clean. Someone cleaned up. This place is pretty well kept. Neat and tidy. Don't see that often. We should monitor radiation levels carefully. These must be the vault's primary power systems. If you can't respect the Institute, then I can't respect you. Excuse me, I have duties to attend to. You should keep walking. I can't help you. Got a minute to talk, ma'am? Ma'am, if you have a moment, there's something I'd like to say. Sorry to bother you again, ma'am, but I'd still like to talk for a moment. Can I have a word with you, ma'am? Ma'am, I still need to talk to you. It's important. Ma'am, can we discuss your tactics for a moment? Ma'am, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. If you can give me just a minute, ma'am, I'd like to say something. There's something I want to say, ma'am. Can you spare a minute? Ready for the next mission, ma'am? Let's keep our eyes open. We could be walking into a trap. Now we know where the railroad's been hiding. That could be useful. I guess the best place to gather intel is from the inside. This is about what I expected for the railroad. One thing's for sure. The Brotherhood is going to remember this. Please don't tell me we're actually going to fly in that thing. Taking on the Institute is a very bad idea. Waste of a fully operational Gen 3. That's disappointing. Too bad. He was making himself useful. At least he'll live. Every time we've wiped out the railroad, it came back. Not sure they'll be coming back from that. Liberty Prime could threaten the Institute itself. You should think very carefully about what you do next. You're making a terrible mistake. There's no other way to say it. The people at Bunker Hill learned the price for harboring fugitive synths. The Brotherhood of Steel has no idea what they're up against. They're about to find out. I can't understand why anyone would need to be persuaded to join the Institute. The reactor's online, and our enemies are on the run. It takes a lot to impress me. But you've done just that. With the railroad out of the way, rogue synths will have nowhere to hide. With firepower like that, the Minutemen could actually pose a threat to our surface operations.